What is up, guys? The Last Lantern here, and today we're doing something just a little bit different. Now, the April update is coming up. Bungie has one more chance to get all their player base, or at least half of the player base that left, to come back and play Destiny. Will this update save Destiny? Nobody really knows. What we do know is that shit was mad dry for really long, and now we have an update. Am I looking forward to this? Yes I am. I can't wait till the update comes out. I saw some highlights on the streams and it piqued my interest a little bit, and hopefully some of the player base comes back and it piques their interest too. The light level got updated. Now it's 335, which is the max level. Prisons of Elders is also getting updated. This is new Taken King theme on it. We have all this new weapons and possibly a new shaders and maybe even a new sword. This whole Chroma Glow thing, people are saying it might be the next weapon skin, but nobody really knows yet. The Taken Strike, the Winter's Run is getting updated, and a couple more things that Bungie has yet to release. So what is the future of Destiny? Well, as of right now, I want to tell you guys a couple of things that I think Destiny could definitely do with the content we have now to bring back player base. We're going to start off with certain things like exotic shaders. From the get-go, this should have been a thing. Bungie really messed up with some of these simple things that should have been implemented from the beginning. Call of Duty is praised to be one of the best multiplayer games. Why? Because you can aesthetically put shit on your guns to make them look cool, so you look cool when you're fucking killing people. That's what we want too. We want to look cool when we kill people, because why not? Now, these new animated shaders that they have in Black Ops 3, for example, they're fucking awesome. They have these little red things just fucking going in and out of the gun, going around, these little glow shits that are going in and out of the gun, fucking sparkles and shit. You can make them chrome gold, you can make them all pink. There's a lot of things that Call of Duty does right with their weapon skins that Destiny hasn't even touched on. One thing Destiny should have done is exotic shaders. For example, let's say a Thunderlord shader. Okay, we have the weapon Thunderlord that's already in the game. The code was made for it, and the way it's aesthetically made is for little lightnings to come out from the sides. Now, when you equip the weapon, you can see those little lightnings coming out from the sides. It's something that is in the game already. A Thunderlord shader possibly could have been something similar. Get X amount of kills with a Thunderlord, and you can get the shader. Get X amount of headshots with a Thunderlord, you can get the shader. Do a quest line just using a Thunderlord. Do a Nightfall just using Thunderlord. I don't know. Something that will give you this exotic shader, or at least in Bungie's eyes, RNG, and give you a chance to get this exotic shader. Although I feel that if there's exotic shaders, there should be a giving quest. Do this thing and you will get this thing. That's how I feel a lot of Bungie's things should be. For example, the armor could give you those little lightning things coming in and out of your body, coming through your head, coming through your arms, coming to your butt. Funny things like that, cool things like that would have definitely made people use not only the weapon more, but people play more to try to get that. And something else they could have done. That shader could have potentially, hurt people if you melee them. It could have had some little effect. If people melee you, for example, they would get stunned. It would be something people would play and try to get, because now this shader gives you some sort of benefit for having it. Not just only for looks, but also a benefit for having it. Something cool like that should have been something from the get-go. Another thing, subclass shaders. having a shader for Arc, just like the Thunderlord one, having a solar one with similar things, where fire is coming out of your armor, and if people melee you, they get a little burn for like a couple of seconds. Same thing with Void. People hit you, they get that little Void pull-in effect that happens, that drain effect, gives you health or something like that. I don't know. Something cool, something that should have been implemented into the game. Exotic shaders. Now, staying with the shaders, we can move on to Trials of Osiris shaders. As of right now, I think there's only like 2 shaders. I might be wrong, but I think there's only 2 shaders, and that's counting year 1. So these shaders don't really make your armor look any different than if you equipped it with no shaders. Your armor looks almost the same, only it's just a little bit more goldish, I would want to say, and there's like little black spots in like certain areas, but it's not a huge difference. It's not something like, oh man, that's a trial shader. If you would have no shader on, people still wouldn't really know the difference that you had that shader. Exotic shaders, on the other hand, maybe your whole damn armor is chrome gold, since Trials of Osiris, like fucking orgasms over all this gold shit, which is cool in a way, but in another way, it's not really that cool. But yeah, stuff like that. It could be rewarded by playing Trials of Osiris a certain way, getting all 9 wins without losing any match. That would be one way. And if you want to make it even harder to distinguish top tier players, which Destiny fails to do, the only thing that I could really think that would distinguish a top tier player, and it's not even that distinguishable, because it's all luck, it's all RNG. The Scarab Heart. I have the Scarab Heart, but that doesn't mean that I'm a better player than someone who doesn't have a Scarab Heart. I know a lot of other players who are better than me, who can snipe way better than me, who can res snipe, stuff that I can't do, and they don't have the Scarab Heart because it hasn't dropped for them. I had to go 23 matches after going flawless in order to get that emblem. I have people who have gone, maybe not that many, but around there. 10, 15, 11, 6, 9, whatever. It's not easy to get. And it's luck, which makes it even harder. Some people got it after the first match. Some people got it after 2 or 3 matches. I got it after 23 matches. So again, it's all luck. Guaranteed things would make Destiny so much better. It's this RNG that piss a lot of people off. A lot of people like me. This is why I don't play Nightfalls. This is why I don't play Raids. This is why it doesn't matter that I go to the Lighthouse anymore. Why? Because it's RNG. If it was guaranteed 320 loot at the Lighthouse, you would get either a 320 armor piece or a 320 weapon, or even both, and every week it would be something different, including specials and heavies that would drop at 320. People would play more Trials of Osiris. Just like the shader. If you could maybe possibly go 7 matches after flawless and not lose any matches, you could probably get that shader, because Bungie's in love with that number 7. That's just an idea that I'm throwing out there. It's nothing set in stone, or you can get this exotic shader by basically going 9-0 without losing any matches, using any boons, or losing any rounds. That would distinguish top tier players. It'd be like, oh my god, you have this exotic shader, holy shit, you must have to have some sort of skill to get the shader, not just it's luck. What's other things that they could do? Staying on the topic of exotic stuff, exotic emblems. Going to the Lighthouse only gives you the Hickjack emblem that half of the people that I know wear it. Is that a cool emblem? Yeah, it's a decent emblem. But as of right now, we only have one exotic emblem in the game. The exotic emblem that we have is the old Trials of Osiris Year 1 emblem. What if, we had more emblems that were exotic? And again, you would have to do a certain thing to get it, or it could even be RNG. But the fact that there's more things to get would make more people play it more and try to get that. You know, if I knew that there was emblem like the one in the screen that says Blood of Osiris, holy shit, I want this emblem. I'm gonna keep playing Trials of Osiris until I get that emblem. If I don't get it this week, I'll play it next week. If I don't get it next week, I'll keep playing it. Sort of like the Scarab part. I was obsessed with getting that, and I got it. Took me 23 matches, took me a couple of weeks, but I got it. Just like this. You know, people will grind more. Now, Trials of Osiris overall could use some tweaking. Without putting more content in, you put more items in the content that we already have. For example, let's see. Passage coins are a huge thing, and I hope this April update mentions something about that. I doubt it is, but passage coins have to be the most headache and most frustrating thing that is in the game. So people who try to play Trials often don't have enough coins. They need to lose matches in order to get enough coins, and it's just frustrating that in order to get these fucking coins, you can only get one a day if you do the daily, or you have to lose a match and you get the possibility of getting either 1 or 3, and if you have bad luck like most of the people do, you have to lose 9 matches in order to get 9 coins to get all the boons. And that losing 9 matches is basically what you would do if you played the damn 9 matches, between getting a new card after losing 3 matches, loading in and staying in that match and basically killing yourself. It's just time consuming, time that's wasted, that's stupid, that if you bought the coins, you could be playing instead of wasting that time killing yourself. It doesn't make sense to me why Bungie would not sell those passage coins. You can sell them for legendary marks, you can sell them for heavy ammo synths, shit, Xur could sell them instead of selling fucking motes and all these legacy engrams that nobody fucking wants. It's just, passage coins should be sold, period. What are other things that they could do? Exotic ships, maybe? Ship skins, ship shaders, something with your ship to make you more distinguishable. Everybody has the fucking goddamn same ships. Me, personally, I'm rocking the goddamn penis ship from Oryx Challenge Mode. Why? It's one of the only cool ones I have on that character, on my hunter. But overall, the ships, they're just there. They don't really do nothing. And if they're not gonna do anything, might as well give them some fucking shaders, right? Shaders for everything. Also, another cool thing that I thought that could be implemented into the content that we already have now is new gear for the old raids. Crota's End was one of my favorite raids. I used to love playing that raid. That, even though Vaulted Glass was equally as fun, I felt that I had enjoyed Crota's End more. It was more action paced, there was more stupid shit you could do, and it was more funny when you would die over like a stupid thrall killing you, or something ridiculous, something stupid. Something that they could really do is a time-gated event. Bungie is really known for doing this, and so basically they would be able to do 1 week, kill Crota this certain way in like a certain amount of time, or nobody dies. I don't know, something that you do it in this way and you get the Crota's End helmet or a Crota gear piece, and it'll be the new light level, you know? Now you're doing the old content and getting new things. They can make it challenging by doing it a timed event, sort of like the Black Spindle, and you know, people will play the old raids again. It'll bring back a lot of the old player base. These are things that Bungie could do. Same thing with the Vaulted Glass. Kill Atheon a certain way. Kill the oracles in a certain amount of time, blah blah blah, yada yada. This will bring a lot of other people back into the content that they already have in the game. All they gotta do is just update the light level like you're already doing with Prison of Elders. This should be a thing that Bungie should think about, you know, even in future DLCs. What the hell's gonna happen to Crota's End? What the hell's gonna happen to Vaulted Glass? Will we never touch that raid again? I hope not. I really love that raid. I'd love to play it, you know. Oryx can only be killed so many times before I'm done with that stupid raid. These are just some of the few things that I had an idea of, and let me know what you guys think. Leave a comment down below, leave a like, let me know if you guys agree, if you guys disagree. if you guys still watch my videos or not. But hey,